Reading Shishi Radha Sudhanidhi, verse 42. Super, dass ich bin hier so allein. Komm. Ja. I remember the moon-like face of Sri Radhika that causes the seed of Krishna's blissful loving pastimes to grow.
Great. No.
I remember the moon-like face of Sri Radhika that causes the seed of Krishna's blissful, loving pastimes to grow. Chair on And that is the elixir for Govinda's unsaturated Trikora bird-like eyes. And that showers wonderful moonbeams of nectarian Rasa. Sri Radha's moon-like face. Commentary. Sri Radha eagerly runs to meet Mohan in the bower with her girlfriends, illuminating Vrindavan with the splendor of her moon-like face. Shyama Sundara had already arrived at the meeting spot and is eagerly looking out for Radha to come. When Swaminiji passionately arrives on that spot and sees Mohan there, she shyly covers her face with her veil and asks her girlfriends, "Why have you brought me here?" So this is one of the leelas that we understand that Srimati Radhika has a contrary mood all of a sudden. Unexpected change of moods in Radhika can happen with a reason and without a reason. all of a sudden she covers her face. Although before she was passionately running. Why is this happening? Because her moods always complement Mohan's feelings. It's the spice of love that he needs to relish even more. Because usually Mohan always gets all his desires fulfilled. But if you always eat sweets all the time, Gurudev explains, it can become quite boring. You need some salty, some spicy, another taste. So in this verse, in this moment, Srimati Radhika is having this unexpected change of feelings, or it's also called Vamyabhav, the opposite mood, the mood that is in the contrary feeling. Although she wants to meet Shyam, and they were just coming and running to find the place of where there was the meeting spot or the trysting spot. And Shyam is already waiting eagerly. But then she is completely changing. She shyly covers her face with her veil and asks her girlfriends as if she wouldn't know, "Why have you brought me here?" Like, what am I doing here? Nagara means Krishna, who is full of longing, becomes unsteady when he sees the sweetness of her mood at that time. So that is exactly what she wanted also. That this little bit of salt or pepper or chili in her mood will make him very attracted and unsteady. He cannot be sure of himself anymore.
He's never sure how she will react.
That's true. That's true. He's never sure. That is that element.
So this diversity is the mother of enjoyment
Jai Ho.
for him.
Yeah, that's also true that he is, because of her Vamyabhav, her opposite mood that can come up in any second. He can never be sure what will be Swamini's next feeling or behavior. That's why he becomes unsteady. Oh. The Sakhis pull Sri Radhika inside the kunja and seat her on Krishna's left side on a bench covered with flowers or a dais. I think it's like a little sofa. They themselves sit down beneath the divine couple in order to hear their sweet conversation and to see their sweet forms. They are also kind of excited what will happen now. They want to hear the sweet conversation. And they're kind of like alert. What should we do now? And also Mohan is in that mood. He needs help now, right? Or they need help, because Baba writes, Shri Krishna glances at the Sakhis, asking them to remove Radha's unfavorable mood. And he says, "Oh, girls with eyes like chakora birds, why they have these chakora birds? They are so sweet and eager. And they only want to see Radha and Mohan when they are together, and they only want to serve them." Oh girls, oh you girls with eyes like chakora birds, they're only drinking that nectar of sevaras, of the service to the divine couple, to their Swamini. What more can I say about my luck today? Today, I saw auspicious omens while I meditated on my Gauri mantra.
So this is the hidden way how he's,
Okay,
yeah,
tell us the hidden way.
how he's actually using these words. I meditate on Gora mantra. But actually, it's undirect conversation, and it's undirect.
My Gauri mantra, even Gauri, the golden one, the golden girl. I was, yes.
Yeah. But he didn't say in front of everyone, but he just said, I was meditating on Gauri mantra. So this is the way of expression of love, but in a hidden way. Because the mantra is not different from the person.
So he was saying, actually, I was meditating about my Radhika, and I thought we were lucky today to meet.
This is a result of my Gauri mantra. She appears in front of me.
Right. I saw that today I was going to see some chaste girls that illuminate all the directions with their bodily luster. So he was playing astrologer, right? Krishna is playing astrologer. Like he says, I saw that it will happen today. Everything was auspicious, but now what is the cause of my unluckiness? That my Swamini is in an opposite mood. When Vilasini Mani, the jewel of playful girls, Radhika heard these words. The pupils of her eyes that extend up to her ears moved restlessly until the edges. So Swamini becomes restless. Her eyes are showing that they are dancing from one side to the other side. And she says, no, we are very unchaste. And you are the greatest sadhu. You are engaged in remembering and worshipping your most beloved Gauri. Radha's rival Chandravali. In this power, so here the Radhika is blaming Mohan. She says, you were meditating about Chandravali, that golden girl. And the beauty of her eyes, of these crooked glances, crooked. She's looking crooked now. Stifled Mohan when she said this. They make him like non-moving. Shri Krishna said, oh, Sakhis, today one astrologer told me, O king of lovers, today a golden necklace will adorn your chest. Did we read this? I remember we were reading.
Yes,
No?
yesterday.
Sorry. Anyway, it's good always. These leelas are always fresh. So we can just see again in maybe our inner hearts. They are all, Radha and Mohan are sitting there, and Srimati Radhika is in this unfavorable mood, in this opposite feeling. And she is chastising Mohan. We are unchaste, although they are one-pointed, always wanting to make him happy. And you are the sadhu. But she is blaming him or making him a little bit insecure by saying, when you worship your Gauri, that's Chandravali. And Krishna is answering, "Oh, Sakis, today one astrologer told me, O king of lovers, today a golden necklace will adorn your chest." He's like saying, "No, you are the golden necklace of my heart. I'm just dreaming about you, my dear Radhika." And when Sri Radha heard this, she made Shyam speechless by making her vine-like eyebrows dance. So first she's dancing with her eyes, and then now she's dancing with her eyebrows. How expert she is dancing.
Shooting the arrows.
Shooting the sidelong glances, this kataksh, the Pushpa Vanaya. And she replied. And she's making him speechless, right? When Sri Radha heard this, she made Mohan speechless by making her vine-like eyebrows dance. Like, he's still very uncertain about himself, no? Like Gauranga Sundar said,
He never knows.
He never knows
what will happen.
What will happen now.
This is the reason why he had a strong desire to feel Radhika's emotions, because it's foreign for him. And he became Gora, one of the reasons. And Manjaris were always witnessing this situation in which Krishna is uncertain, sometimes completely without words. He cannot move because he doesn't understand the feelings of Srimati Radhika. And Manjaris are relishing this situation. So yesterday in the evening we were talking about this reason, one of the reasons why he appeared like a Chaitanya, because he had a strong desire to feel her feelings, but actually he never succeeded. And again, he had to make another Gaurali and Nitya Lila.
That's why Gaura Lila is Nitya Lila also.
Yeah.
It is like never ending, this desire of Mohan to again and again experience the glories of the Mahabhav, these highest feelings. And also yesterday in the class of Achyuta Lal Bhattaji, he also explained this very nicely. That is the glories of the Gaura Lila. That Srimati Radhika becomes the one who's the Rasa or the noun, and Mohan becomes the Bhava, the one who is feeling. She is giving the Rasa and he wants to be the one who is feeling it. So that is the glories of Gaura Lila, the exchange of positions. And like Gauranga Sundar, he was nicely giving us this help to also see such a situation, like where Radhika is becoming in the feelings of opposition, and And at the same time, Mohan is relishing this also so much. He becomes speechless. He becomes, he's completely melting in her love that gives him all the different tastes, the varieties, that he can also become insecure. Because usually he will never be insecure in any kind of circumstances. When he is the controller, he will never be insecure. But here in this beautiful Vrindavan, he is losing control. Right? He loses control because of his insecure feelings and because of the overwhelming love of Srimati Radhika.
But this is the nature of love.
Right.
Love is always mysterious. It can never be fully understood. And that's why the Leela begins with even Radhika not fully understanding her own feelings. If the love were understood, it would not be love. It would be computer science. It would be logic. So this cycle of trying to understand and trying to understand one's own heart, one's own feeling, this is the very nature of love. And in the Leela, then it's happening at the very highest form, at the highest level. Even God, and Krishna is overtaken, mastered by the mystery of love, which is brought to him every single day, many times a day by Radha. And then the love is fulfilled in the loving union, and then it begins again. And what is this? What is this feeling I have? What is this? What is this mysterious eye movement? What does all this mean? And then it's mastered again, and then we start again. It's the cycle of the mystery of divine love.
Mm.
And yesterday, the evening, Gurudev explained actually one higher meaning behind also this Krishna's inability to feel Radharani's feelings completely. And he said because he couldn't do that, he tried to feel her mentality. And because of that, he became Manjari. Because the only Manjari can know completely the mentality and all feelings of Srimati Radharani. So he relished Radha Bhava, but he understood it's much better to relish Manjari Bhava, because through Manjari Bhava, I can relish more her feelings, but also her feelings, how she is in bliss when is giving pleasure to me. So this Manjari Bhava, it was really very astonishing yesterday in the evening. Actually, in all three reasons is hidden his desire to become Manjari.
Wow.
It was really explosion of Gurudev's realizations.
Wow. Can you again say this? How all three?
We will meditate on it. I'm processing it.
No, but it's in the very nature. It's in the very nature of the action of Lord Chaitanya. This is what you're referring to, the three reasons, right? For his appearance. Of course, he's unfulfilled. He doesn't even understand. He doesn't understand what he feels, and so he takes the form of Radha in order to see it from the other side. And in the end, it's only the Manjaris who can see this, the divine pair together and understand and feel the feelings that joins them together. This is the meaning of Bhavalasarati. It's that feeling that's not even that the Manjaris have, that not even Radha has.
Yes, and as we are reading this purport, we can also understand this situation here is where they are sitting in the kunj. That is meaning that the Sakis here means also the elderly friends of Srimati Radhika.
Sakis and Manjaris are present.
Yes, it seems they are present together. And also yesterday, when we went to that Katha in the program at Govardhan Retreat Center, and there was the class of Achyutalal Bhattaji, then Gurudev always put again and again the question, so who is there who is there with Srimati Radhika? Who has the highest position? And who is the most closest? And then he always asked, is it the gopis? And then he said, no, these are the sadhana siddhas. They have a different relationship. They want Krishna. And is it the Sakis? And he said, no, they also have interest in Krishna. They also have these feelings, not only for Radhika, but for Krishna. And then and he said the Manjaris, only the Manjaris have this closest feelings, and they are so non-different that from Srimati Radhika, that they can be there in the kunj when they meet. And Gurudev was crystallizing it from his mouth, so to say. He was so eager to hear the essence of Bhavalasarati, like you explained very nicely, Uddhavji. And then also Gurudev was asking Jayananda Maharaj to ask this question to Pataji, what is the meaning of this verse from Chaitanya Chaitamrita, where it says that this Unnata Ujvala Rasa Svabhakti Shriyam was never given before Gaura Leela. And then he said again, Bhattaji said, yeah, this is only referring to Baba Ulasarati to Manjari Bhav. Again, so we had the confirmation again and again and again. And so we hear, I wasn't there last night because I was also kind of digesting and tired. But I feel that I have missed out again due to my foolishness. This nectarian churning of Gurudev, referring to all three reasons why Mahaprabhu appears it's all for the feelings. Feel the Manjari Bhav, that Bhava Ulasarati also himself. Because that is the highest possibility to feel the feelings of Srimati Radha.
He wanted to become Radharasa from all reasons, because he understood actually that this is the only way how I can relish. At least something.
Gurudev, you're so amazing. You give us this Sai Bhav. So when we are listening, these verses, always we're searching for our bar, right? We are listening and we are always thinking, oh, who's speaking now? The Sakis or are the Manjaris? What is the mood? Is that, in which mood is it spoken? Which feelings are expressed here? That is Gurudev's mercy for us, that he is teaching and showing us always what is the Bhava Ulasa Rati and where we can find it and how we can worship it and absorb. So, back
It
to
can
the...
sometimes help to remember
Yes.
and pay our respects to Anantadas Babaji, because of course, everything we're reading here is coming from his pen. So if we can imagine him in his room in deep meditation and channeling this Leela, it's coming right through him. And he always told how he never knew what he was doing. He would stop writing and say, oh, look, I wrote. And that somehow he is that Manjari Bhav. He goes into the Manjari Bhav, takes his pen, and then he writes. And that's where this text comes from. So we can always almost imagine that this is the voice of Manjari Bhav, these commentaries that we have from him.
Yes, very true, Udavji. And that's why Gurudev always advises us that we should read these books again and again and again and go deep at these feelings that are so clearly expressed by Anantadas Babaji, which is so helpful for us to come in that fixed mood.
And so poetically expressed, they're so nicely written.
Yes. Yes. So Krishna said, "Oh Sakis, today an astrologer told me O king of lovers, today a golden necklace will adorn your chest. That golden necklace is also expressing that Srimati Radhika is the crown jewel of all Sakis and Gopis. And he's hinting when Sri Radha heard this, she made him speechless by making her wine-like eyebrows dance. Then she replied, I don't understand what you mean with that. But as long as my friends stay here, I will also stay here. I will leave this bower before them. Sri Radhika is saying, actually the only reason why I'm here is because my friends are here. It's not you. The Sakis laugh and say, "Oh, Shyama Sundara, you are the son of a king. You have no shortage of golden creepers." Nevertheless, you were so lucky to get a wish-yielding Surataru tree today. So again, also this is like stress that what Krishna said. I was in my meditation, I saw that golden girl, and the astrologer told me it's the golden necklace that will be on your chest. And this is all glorification of Srimati Radhika. And again, the Sakis also glorify her more. And he says, yes, you have many golden creepers that are there. You are a rich king, king's son. But today, there's a special golden creeper. And that's your good luck. And they compare Srimati Radhika with a wish-yielding Sura Taru tree.
Why Surataru? Because they are mentioning, they are hinting him. Yes, you will be in sambhog with your main loving Radhika, but they are talking in this hidden way, using these words, because as we know, Suratarangini is Radhika, is so passionate with her love, like the Ganges, like the Ganges is explained, and they are comparing Surataru tree. It means that all fruits, all flowers from these trees, all emotions, whatever you need, you will receive in this sambhog. Knitting. Shortly to say. Mm-hmm. This is the art of loving conversation between lovers. And to understand the lovers, person has to be very close to them and has the feelings and share the same feelings, actually. But to share the same feelings, it means to receive those feelings from persons who are already on that level. Because generally bhakti is transformed heart to heart. Bhakti from the heart of one devotee, generally saying, is entering in the heart of another devotee. Especially this Manjari Bhav. And this is the kripa, that from the heart of someone who is already on the level of Manjari Bhav enters in the heart of someone who is trying to become Manjari, who is hankering, who is very eager to become Manjari. So this kind of Bhav is transforming heart to heart directly.
Wow, so nice. In this heart-to-heart relationship, this is the subject of Vrindavan, we could say. No? And that's why we also come here. We want to feel these confidential, intimate relationships. And especially with our Swamini, to be able also to do service and to be able to enter into such kind of sweet conversations. And that's why also listening is so important. Because by listening this and also listening to my Gurudev and all my brothers, there is some refinement taking place of the heart, of the mind, of the tongue. And by this refinement of hearing and chanting, I can go into deeper levels of bhakti, of feeling more, and the understanding comes by feelings. That's what Gurudev is stressing again and again. It's not coming by knowledge. Understanding is not coming by knowledge, it comes by feelings. And by receiving feelings from the heart of Guru Manjari, who is already living in these feelings. And we are trying to get some prasad in the form of the words, in the form of the glances, in the form of all different kind of circumstances that I can connect to my soul or to my Manjari Bhav.
So this is Manobishtam. Real understanding. This means Manobishtam. We know the example of Rupa, who knows the mind. Actually, when we say mind, it means he knows the heart of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Raghunath, he was also Manobishtam to Rupa, like his perfect disciple. And is giving example that actually we should open our heart to understand Manobishtam of our beloved Gurudev and others.
Jai.
Questions.
Jai. And I also feel that in this Manobishtam, like yesterday, Gurudev was, getting the essence, and I was trying to get more of this deeper feelings from the speaker. And he said also later on, when somebody is speaking about one topic, and we are just sitting there very impersonal, not feeling anything, not showing any emotions, the speaker will not open up more.
Both sides are necessary.
Yes, both feelings are exchanged in that kata, especially when this kata is Rasa kata, or about the glorification of our Swamini, of Manjari Bhav, of all these topics that are related to these highest feelings of transcendence. So it was very sweet yesterday.
Just thinking, Just think how unusual this is for Vaishnavism, you know? That the inspiration should come from the devotee sitting at the feet of the one giving Harikatha. I mean, this is unheard of before Chaitanya, or let's even say before Gurudev. That the inspiration should come from the feelings of the devotee is just wonderful. You know, think of all the lectures, the ISKCON lectures we've been through. That it's just one way, you know, shut up and listen and sit still. And Gurudev says, no, you've got to open your heart, and that's the only way that the person speaking can open his or her heart. Wonderful.
Yeah, that is, we were witnessing this yesterday, that Gurudev was sitting on his chair, and whenever Bhattaji was saying something that touched his heart, and Gurudev, he said, oh, wow, and, you know, opening his arms like this. So there was an emotional exchange, and the eagerness was so increasing that also Bhattaji, he would also again and again explain. And Gurudev was asking questions. And these questions were also again coming to let him speak more deeply. So that Gurudev said, so we can also learn from this, no? To go when we are listening into the feelings and to express feelings and to not be afraid of showing our feelings.
And also this is because it questions mystery is the source of meaning, that we sit there and we have the experience of wonder, this experience of not knowing and only being connected through our feelings and not through our intelligence. This is at the heart of bhakti. So when we sit there and in Harikatha, and instead of just saying, oh, I'm stupid, I don't understand, we say, what are the feelings that are coming from this mystery? And how can I share them with the speaker? This is also the lesson that Gurudev is giving by showing us this behavior. It's saying, look, the mysteries of my heart are also part of the truth. And in a way, offering, you know, offering the mysteries. I give you the mysteries of my heart as a way of going deeper into the truths. So it's not a debate where I contradict your message and you contradict my message. It's saying, look, there's a mystery within me. Can you share it with me? And can we go to a different place together, a higher place, a deeper place? So Gurudev can speak for himself, of course, but what I can imagine is that he's teaching us this behavior of opening the mystery.
Uddhavji, I remember when I first time came in Munger, and I saw how Gurudev is sharing his katha, but also I noticed devotees how they were very attentively listening, but not only listening, they expressed with sounds, wow, oh, you know, and like you said, in ISKCON it was forbidden, yeah, but it was so nice. And immediately remember me when some musicians are playing Eastern music and concerts, then the public from public, you can also hear this kind of sounds. Wow. Yeah. So they are participating lively with full heart. So in that way, the flow is exchanging, mutual flow is exchanging. Then Sajatiya Sangha is growing and growing, even from the beginners who are the newcomers, because they are overwhelmed with this exchange of speaker. Who said that?
Yes, it makes a difference when there's some reciprocation in the feelings.
This is personal process, actually. Otherwise, it's impersonal.
I feel the same when we come back to the Leela, to that picture, to that circumstance when Radha and Mohan are sitting on that beautiful flowery sofa and all the Sakis, they are sitting in front of them with their chakora-like eyes. They are also very eager to listen what will happen now. Because Krishna does not know what's going to happen. Radhika does not know what's going to happen. And they also don't know. And they are now going into this exchange of love that will make them all, so to say, cherish Radha Mohan's love.
Beautiful. This is exactly, I think that's really nicely said. This is the attraction. This is the energy of our hearts, wanting to know where the feelings will lead us and not knowing.
So Shri Krishna replied to that glorification of the Sakis that you are the son of Srimati Radhika. You are the son of the king. You have no shortage of golden creepers. Nevertheless, you were so lucky to get a wish-yielding Suratadu tree today. And he replied, oh, Sakis, you spoke the truth. Needless to say, I will be satisfied if I even get 3 syllables of that word, Surataru, today. The first 3 syllables form the word Surata, which means meeting. Sambhog.
Very intimate.
Yes.
In everything.
Hearing these words of Mohan, Radha smiles, making the teeth in her moon-like face shine like kunda flowers or moon rays. Although she tries to hide this moon-like smile, which is a symptom of the mood named Rati, it nevertheless becomes slightly manifest.
Different kinds of smiles is mentioning here. And this, sometimes Radhika is smiling. It's very difficult to notice. She just, with closed lips, but little stretch. And sometimes her teeth, which are like a pearls, can be seen. And different feelings are behind each smile. And sometimes she's smiling very loudly with her girlfriends. So all these subtle expressions of emotions, which our acharyas, in this case Sanatana Das Babaji, is hearing, requires actually deep bhajan, to meditate, not in impersonal way, but in personal way, to alive their words in our hearts.
This moon-like smile, that is actually the hint. No? Moonlight means open, full, shining, showing the teeth. That is like, she cannot hide her pleasure. She cannot hide her love anymore. Before, she was like kind of opposition mood, but with that smile, the melting of the heart is indicated. This moon-like smile is like an elixir for Hari's thirsty, chakora bird-like eyes. His eyes are waiting for that. He is waiting for her opening smile, her open, peace-showing smile. That's the food for his heart. And the fertilizer for the seed of his blissful Rasika pastimes. Fertilizer, no? It's the word from the garden. When you want something to grow strong, then you need a fertilizer, some food for the plants. But for Mohan, the smile of Srimati Radhika, which shows her teeth in opening her heart, opening her mood to become favorable, he feels he also is getting some fertilization of his desires, of his heart. And what is fertilized? The seed of his blissful Rasika pastimes. He feels that my desires, maybe I will be successful and Srimati Radhika will give me her mercy today.
So in the same way, Gurudev is giving the seed of this desire tree, which is present in Diksha mantras.
Wow, yes. Wow.
So we need fertilizer. And this kind of readings, association, listening, and so on, is fertilizer for this seed.
Yes.
And the more is watering with this association, this seed will grow very nicely.
Very good point, because we know bija mantras, no? The bija is the seed.
Mm-hmm.
But how to get the seed to sprouting? When we have a seed like a tulsi seed, it's very small and very dark and very, very delicate. And when you are the gardener of love or bhakti, You want to know how to open the seeds. How will it sprout? How will my Tulsi plant grow? How will my bhakti grow from all the bija mantras, from the seeds of devotion that I got from my Guru, from my Guru Parampara?
And Krishna is saying with his own words here, I was chanting Gauri mantra.
Yes.
So I had a desire in the form of seed. Then I was chanting Gauri mantra, meditating on the form, name, qualities of my beloved. And ultimately, this seed brings her physically in the presence, in front of my eyes. So all this kind of
Hints, no?
hints, yeah. These hints are actually has many meanings, and sensitive devotees should become to really enter in this deep ocean of seed and then grow up by the kripa.
Wow. Yes, I like this. I like this, how you give us the chance to connect to chanting and the desire to have the possibility of serving and to have the seed of our heart's desire to be manifesting also in one way or the other. But he has met his heart's desires, but still he's not sure. Still he's not sure. But now, when our thirsty hero sees this moon-like face, smiling Radhika, the seed of his desire for blissful, loving pastimes begins to sprout. And the hairs of his body stand up of ecstasy. That reminds me also of Gauranga Bulite Have, Ulaka Sharir. That song when Narottam Das Thakur is also saying, when will my hair stand on end? When will my tears come when I chant Gauranga's names? It's also some kind of sprouting of seeds. Because the feelings will come when there is realizations.
He's hankering for the Bala, actually. Asheshyava. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also in Shikshashtaka. He is expressing his desire. I want that my voice is choking. I want that my tears are coming from my eyes. So it means I want to be completely pervaded with Baba. Then prema will come. And feeling of separation and meeting will be present. But first I need this intoxication of all these bhavas. And this is the reason why I need the tears. Not only because of tears, but feelings which will provoke these tears. Hoping that my beloved Ishtadev will recognize it and answer me on that.
Yes.
And at the same time, I know that this bhava is not coming from my heart. This is the Kripa, which is entering into my heart to attract my Ishtadev. The meaning of Kripa, is to enter in the heart, which will blossom to attract giver of the Kripa.
That's the sprouting of the seed.
This is the sprouting of the seed. And when someone, usually we are desired to receive this Kripa, but we don't understand sometimes that someone who gives a Kripa, he is actually through this Kripa is giving himself to that person.
Wow. What a nice one.
Devotee is saying, please give me Kripa, I am yours and you are mine. But when Radhika gives Kripa, Guru gives Kripa, he said, now you are mine and I am yours. And now you do with me whatever you like.
Oh my God.
So this is the reason why Kripa has to be given to someone who really has a pure heart. Because by giving Kripa, giver is giving himself.
You get this? Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, because also Srimati Radhika, when we come back there, when by smiling, she's giving herself. Now, before she was like opposite mood. But now Mohan sees a smile and his hopes come up. Will I receive the mercy of my Radhika today? He has a hope again. So this moon-like smile is like an elixir for Haris, the one who steals. Usually he steals, but now she steals. Thirsty chakora bird-like eyes, waiting for the drop of mercy. And her smile is like a fertilizer for the seed of his blissful Rasika pastimes. Just as this thirsty chakora bird named Krishna cranes, you know, like cranes, his neck becomes long, cranes his neck to drink that lunar nectar, the moonlight nectar of Radhika's smile. Srimati stubbornly turns her moon-like face.
He tried to kiss her.
Yeah, what?
He tried to kiss her.
Yeah.
Because her open smile and these beautiful teeth, you know, was so attractive that he just put his hand and he tried to kiss her, but she stubbornly.
She turned. He's like,
Right, no,
yes, okay.
I'm not like that.
And his neck became very loud. So Srimati stubbornly turns her moon-like face to the left. making a brilliant light shine on her right cheek with the earrings that hangs on it. So here confirmation.
But she is offering his cheek.
Here the right cheek becomes lighter and Shri Krishna is out of his mind of ecstasy. Sweet moon rays of Sancharibhavas, that means emotions that are passing through them, through his heart or the heart of Srimati Radhika. Like pride, joy, bashfulness. No, it's Srimati Radhika's emotions actually. Eagerness, restlessness, and inertia means without consciousness. All these different feelings shine from Sri Radhika's moon-like face and clash with each other. Again, it's about her feelings, no? Sweet moon rays, they're coming like rays from her beautiful moon-like face. Rays are coming like emotional rays that express different kinds of feelings. And they are called Sancharibhavas. And they
feelings that sometimes clash, that sometimes conflict.
Clash. Yes.
These are the feelings of not just an ordinary girl on the street. These are the feelings of the divine. These are divine. So we get a picture of what the highest feelings of the universe are from this moonlight face of Radhika.
Jai Ho! Thank you for reminding us, Uddhavji. That is important. We always come back to the transcendental nature of Srimati Radhika's feelings. But nevertheless, they are human-like. They appear to be human-like in the Leela. But nevertheless, they are fully transcendental and fully out of this world. In a way, also. This is Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva, right? It seems to be human-like. It seems to be something that we also know. But at the same time, it's on the highest divine level of love. So again, these beautiful feelings of Srimati Radhika, like pride, joy, pride, no, you cannot kiss me, no. Joy, yes. Bashfulness, eagerness, restlessness, and inertia shine from Sri Radhika's moon-like face and clash with each other. Like waves, no? This word clash also means the waves of her feelings, they are like now rising.
When the waves are clashing, when they're high.
Yes, exactly.
They are not clashing when they're mild.
Yes.
They're clashing when they're high. So proud is very high. Bashfulness, shyness is very high. And when the proud and shyness is clashing, it's undescribable.
And I feel that's when it becomes also inertia. She also
Suddenly.
No? Yes, like still.
Still, yeah.
Or even almost fainting. When our thirsty hero sees this moon-like face, the seed of his desire for blissful, loving pastimes begin to sprout, and the hairs of his body stand up of ecstasy. Now the seed begins to sprout. Before he was chanting, like you said so nicely, he was also praying, he was meeting, but he would not know if his prayers will be heard. Like you said, she will give herself to him. Because we were discussing or exchanging that mercy, what is the nature of mercy? To give mercy, you give yourself completely. He was praying for mercy. But to give yourself completely, that is the other side. That is this anurag, right? We have the rag here. We have Krishna's strong desires. And we have also our strong desires that we want. We pray for Srimati Radhika's mercy, for Guruji's mercy. But we don't know when this reciprocation will come.
Surprise.
Surprise, yes. This thirsty Chakora bird, Mohan, is never satiated, never fully fulfilled. No matter how much sweet nectar it drinks from this moon-like face, rather, the thirst simply increases. Oops, it's already closed. The Sakis and Manjaris are in ecstasy. Now we hear who is there. Who is witness? Who is there listening all this? Seeing all this? Serving all this? How sweet and brilliant are these pastimes. The nectar from this moon of Shri Radhika's face and smile consists of Madana Ras.
This is why all these Sanchari Bhavas are clashing. Because in Madana Ras, all emotions are getting their peak.
And then high waves,
and then they are clashing.
Wow, we are so lucky today. Buddhist mercy is coming. So the nectar from this moon consists of Madana Ras, the topmost prema that even intoxicates the transcendental Cupid, Krishna. Just as the material moon destroys the darkness in the material world, remembrance of Sri Radha's moon-like face destroys the darkness of ignorance in the devotees' hearts and makes the wish-yielding creeper of devotion grow there and carry the flowers of bhava and the fruits of grain. Wow, so beautiful, no? So that the rays of Srimati Radhika's moon-like face, and remembering this, destroy the darkness of ignorance or the blockages that we have in the devotee's heart, and it makes the wish-yielding creeper of devotion grow there. Devotion can grow. The plant or the creeper of devotion can grow when the darkness has been destroyed by the moon rays of Srimati Radhika's smile on us. That's what we just say, that when the mercy comes, there's reciprocation. And that reciprocation for us is also Srimati Radhika's smile. Devotion can grow in the heart. And then what are the flowers of that devotion plant? They are called bhava, feelings. And the fruits of prema will grow out of these feelings, out of these flowers. The fruits of means the meeting and the service with our beloved Swamini. Wow, what a beautiful sentence. Just as the material moon destroys the darkness of the material in the material world, remembrance of Sri Radha's moon-like face destroys the darkness of ignorance in the devotees' hearts and makes the wish-yielding creeper of devotion grow there and carry the flowers of bhava and the fruits of prema.
First flowers, then fruits.
Yes, like in the trees.
Yeah.
First the cherry blossoms. No, like Japan, there's now the cherry blossom time, no?
Yeah.
And then come in the summer come the cherries.
そして、夏が来ると、そのチェリーが果物に。果物になんだ。
And the extinction of the burning fire of the threefold material miseries is only a concomitant benediction, a side effect of the soothing moonlight. Why Baba is saying this? Because often I am on this level that is what I only desire first. My pain goes away and the suffering goes away. That is normal for beginners. In devotion, we just want to get rid of suffering, of pain, of the material miseries. But Baba says then at that point, when Srimati Radhika's moon-like face will shine in my heart, and I can serve this moon-like face, or I can meditate on serving her beautiful hair, combing her hair, making her makeup, cleaning her limbs, all these different kinds of meditation. Then we don't even feel that this material miseries and getting rid of suffering is disappearing. That is a side effect that is no longer important to the manjari. Right. In this age of Kali, the rays of Sri Radha's moon-like face. Now comes again this point. What you make in the beginning, Gauranga Sundara, with that Manjari Bhav, that actually all these three desires of Moha, they find their highest fulfillment in Manjari Bhav. In this age of Kali, the rays of Sri Radha's moon-like face are mercifully diffused by Shri Gaura Chandra in a wonderful way.
Yeah.
Wow, Gurudev, I missed it last night. I'm so sorry.
Read again.
This age of Kali, the rays of Sri Radha's moon-like face are mercifully diffused by Shri Gaura Chandra in a wonderful way. So it's like, actually, what I feel good is Gauranga, all his limbs, all his, everything that comes from his beautiful dancing, singing, and his shining body is all the smile, and it's Srimati Radhika's moon-like smile that is spread all over the world. The rays of Sri Radha's moon-like face are mercifully diffused. Diffuser, these are the ones that where you put the oil in and then the water will diffuse. You know this, these oil lamps. So in this way also, Shri Gaura Chandra, Gauranga, our Gauranga, or Gaurangi is diffusing, spreading her smile in her Sankirtan, in her chanting, dancing. And that is when she Gauranga Bolite Habe, when feeling this, remembering this, I can cry. Right?
This is Vishwambaraya.
Ah, yes.
This is Vishwambaraya in Gora Mantra.
Wow. Vishwambadaya Gurudev, this is she is permeating everything. She has come in this form not only to teach and bless her Mohan, who wants to become her student in the school of Prema, but all those souls who are ready now to become her mantras. Right, Gurudev? No. So, Jai Jai Shri Radhe.